Women need to do better at... Oh my days, you know what? It's a crazy question.
Go on.
Women need to do better at...
Me, you, and the driver, we gotta get this photo together. We gotta get this selfie.
Oh, open it. Have you got a bag? A bag for fucking what? We grocery shopping or something? You doubling up on these bags?
I was like, wow, women are incredible.
I've been out here every single weekend since I've been doing this, picking up people who have had amazing nights.
Off, man, I'm sleeping. I'm staying here. Leave me alone.
I mean, I've always said this anyway, that this thing has killed me, but I can see I've aged. I look at my beard, mad grey hairs. It is mad.
Thank you for waiting, brother.
That's alright, no worries.
Cheers, man.
That's alright.
This is the MG, right?
Yeah.
Mate, how is this car?
It's a good drive, to be fair.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a good drive. I enjoy it.
When did you get it?
I actually rent the car, so I've had it for, to say 5 months maybe. Like, I keep renewing it like on a monthly basis based on what
How
I
are you
want to
feeling
do.
about it like, from your other cars then?
Oh, this is probably the best car I've driven, I think. Yeah, in terms of...
Because MG was one of the, like, because it's a new thing, isn't it? Like a new British thing
shit,
that's
should
come
I go
out,
this
right?
way?
So...
Yeah, let you mark it. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, I think, yeah, because I've been driving like this for a while. I think it's the best car I've driven. Like, I feel a bit more secure, comfortable drive.
What's the
good
benefits
acceleration.
you think, like, that you've seen like from our previous cars then? Differences and stuff.
Do you know what? What's a good question, to be fair? Yeah, and I know it will gather momentum, and I think the YouTube thing will work. But the byproduct of that is I've got a book which I know will go. Do you know what I mean? If people are loving the YouTube stuff, they'll buy the book. You know
what it is though? You know what it is? You need, the funny thing about like being a driver is, you need big head customers just to like
100%.
That's viral shit, man. Like,
oh, so what it is like, have I got that? Let me let me just pull this up. We're just right here, yeah? Yeah,
right, anyway, man.
Right, cool. So I'll just pull up something very quickly. So like, not my content, but like, I'll just play 2 snippets of my, what do you call it? Is it this one here? Yeah. Oh, is it on this? Oh shit, one second.
Is that you?
Yeah, one second. So this...
No. If you're going to cancel it, you might as well get out. Because you think I'm dropping you to slap for no reason. If you're cancelling the ride, then you lot need to get out.
Bruv, is cancelling still a thing right now?
Oh no, that's exactly what's happened.
No, this is ages a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we mean people jump in the car, cancel and everything.
It's still a thing.
See,
I just thought you couldn't do that anymore. Like,
oh no, people can do it. But the thing is, you know what? I didn't even know that was a... I'll let it finish. So wait.
Actually, I don't even know what to think in regards to what just took place there. £30 trip they tried to get for flipping $9.99. What the f*** do you think this is? Woolco's or something? For God's sake. The last night for me, mate. Look at them standing on the street corner. In no man's land.
I kicked him out. Honestly, there's nothing I've not seen before.
That's a big... That laughter on it, just they need to...
And what I keep telling people is, despite the fact I got a book, I got this, that, and the third, I keep telling people, like, I know there's people out there who got madder stories than me.
100%, bro.
Madder stories.
There's always someone in it. There's always someone.
Yeah. I've been telling the girls like stories even tonight. Like, I told girls, there's one driver. So I met a driver. Yeah. Anyway, let me just tell the story. I met a driver, taking him to Tesla. He was going to pick up his car. Right. And he was telling me loads of stories, funny stories. Then he goes, bro, he goes, look, I picked up a couple one time, and I was taking them to this house, just half an hour away. Yeah. Long story short, they were like kissing and making out, and then she started unbuttoning his trousers and started. Honestly, started. And he said it was mad. He goes, I was mad uncomfortable. Right. All right. And then eventually,
he was mad uncomfortable.
Yeah. He goes like, bro, like, wait till you get home or whatever you need to do. You know what I mean? Why are you doing this in front of me?
Well, she couldn't wait, innit? That's the thing.
Yeah. There you go. So they carry on, and then they kind of get close to the house, and then the guy who was making out with the girl, he goes, bro, because can I borrow your car for about half an hour? Because I'll give you either 50 or £100. Just give me some time. He gets out. He's saying, "What the fuck is going on?" All right, he gives him some time. Obviously, and then then the girl goes to the house, and and the cab driver, the guy who was in the car with me, goes, why didn't you just go to a hotel? I don't know why you needed to borrow the car when you could have went to a hotel. And he basically said, that was my friend's girlfriend.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so like, it's mad.
Oh, shit.
So it's mad. So like, some girls were telling me there's some cards in here. Would you I forgot what card it was. Anyway, there's some cards about relationships and stuff. And I was saying, bruh, I said, like, me, I've come from a place in time where, like, I'm just a nice person. But I've seen so much now, either through driving or life, because life has lifed, that I just know people on fuckery, man. Absolute fuckery. And there's even another story I was gonna tell you. Right? Oh, that's it. My friend's friend, all right, so my friend who's a driver, he's got another friend who's a driver too.
Right.
And not long ago, like just say this year, I think it's this year.
Yeah.
Picks up a girl. No, sorry, a guy called a cab for his girl.
Yeah.
And obviously told, it's letting you know it's for my partner. Girl gets in the car, she's in the back, she's trying to lounge. She goes, you know what, like, do you mind if I get in the front? It's just obviously I can really lay back or get a bit more comfortable. Yeah. Goes, cool, no worries. Pulls over, allows her to get in the front. Yeah. She gets in the front, long story short, hand goes on leg. Then he pulls over and then takes her to her boyfriend.
Bro, I'm missing out. What's going on?
I'm telling you,
what's going on here, man?
I'm telling you, it's a wild game. I've seen so much.
Jeez, where is this? Where is this place? Is this all in London?
This is. I'm sorry, I was gonna say it's not only happening. It's happened all over the place. But like, sorry, for these mad. Sorry, these are funny. There's funny stories, mad stories, sad stories. Like a guy got in my car only 2 weeks ago. He's a comedian.
Right.
From
a stand-up comedian, yeah.
Yeah, he was here on holiday, but he got a few gigs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cool. So I go to him. I was listening to something anyway, I had something in my ear, and I was listening to how to tell funny stories, because obviously I've written a book, so I'm just listening to something. And I said, oh, you're a comedian. Or he's told me he's a comedian. I said, funny, I was just listening to this. Then I ended up telling him one or two stories in my book about my dad and stuff like that, because my dad was a black cabbie. So I talk about the resemblance and the things I learned in being a driver. And now I can see some of my personality traits in him, blah, 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 blah. So the stories I tell all these stories, but I tell some real life shit. Yeah. And then I'm telling him about a girl who I tell him a story about myself, but then I tell him about a story about a girl who I picked up one time, and she lived in Portugal with her ex-boyfriend at the time, and she said that she come back to London because she wanted to be, well, it didn't work out with her boyfriend, but she come back to London also because she wanted to be close to her parents, her dad in particular, I think. She said she wouldn't be able to forgive herself if something happened to her parents and she wasn't around. I said, I'm at that point in life where I'm exactly where she is. You don't know whether to stick or twist. And that at what point, this is what I said to him, at what point do you start living life for yourself and not for your parents? And at that point,
that's a good question,
at that point, like, I asked that question of myself when I wrote the book I finished the book in 2020, you know what I mean? But I wrote that question a while ago. So I'm telling him I'm here now. And then as I'm telling him that, he's like, bruh. And then like, he started crying. He goes, bruh, my mum passed away at 2020. Like, all she wanted to do, she wanted to go to Paris. I never took her. Like, he didn't say he never took her, but I wish I took her.
Blah, blah. You know what the thing is though? I can't lie, like, common man them have like, the dads have passed away and the moms have passed away this year and stuff, and it's been a fucked year, and the pandemic really showed it as well, and that has given me the moment of like actually taking my parents out, bro. Like, I actually took my mom to Paris, like and France and stuff like that. She loves church, innit?
Yeah.
So I took her to the Lord's church and shit like that, bro. Like, cause she wanted to go, so I took her there because you never know when you get this moment again,
bruh.
You never know.
Bruh. Life is crazy, bro.
Like as long as, like, people say life is long, but life is actually short, bro. Now I know we've got 70 years on this planet, whatever it needs to be, but
even then you're not even guaranteed those. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, man. You might get hit by a bus the next day. You never know, dude. Like, it's fucked. I think that's the thing though. When do you know whether to live life with your parents or move on?
It's mad because I'm going through this now and I still don't even know what to do. I asked this question of this person many years ago, thinking, do you know when you get to that point, you would like, you have to live. Do you know what I mean? You do have to live. And also, like, you may decide to put things on hold for your parents. Your parents may go and live in for another 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
More time,
Yeah, they might have more time, and then you kind of regret things. So, because you don't want to live with regret.
So when you moved to Barcelona, then for the 2 years, did you regret it?
So this is interesting point. Obviously, you've not read the book, so So when I was in Barcelona, like, I would come back and I'd noticed a change in my dad. Both my parents are still here, but I'd noticed a change. Separated, sorry.
Yeah.
I'd noticed a difference in my dad, as in like, oh, he's like walks with a limp, or you know what I mean, all that type of.
I see, okay.
And then one time he goes, Andrew, I'm lonely, and then I was picking these things up anyway, but it's like then it began to hit me. Do you know what I'm saying? Then it began to hit me as to no, you've got to make sure when I was doing it anyway, but now it's been communicated, you know what I mean, that I need company. So when I was here, like, I'd make sure
but it's not even communication, but you physically saw it as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you physically see it now.
That's a mad thing, yeah. Because when you're younger, you don't see that, because like, your parents will break their backs, but you won't see it. But when you physically see them like limping and shit, yo, that's a mad change.
So, sorry, and I say that, so the book's quite deep in some respects. So like, I talk about my dad and the resemblance, all right, is that my dad, I'll leave half of that story out. So like, I'll say at the point of him being a cabbie, all right? So at the point of him being a cabbie, my dad's lived this lifestyle he lived it for at least 20 years, all right? And in that, you're eating McDonald's now, I'm not trying to put you off your food, all right? In that, he would have been eating all that shit for 20 years. Got diabetes, My dad's currently, like, hopefully coming out next week, but in hospital. 3-4 weeks ago, a month ago, he was in hospital, had a stroke. Back in hospital for this, that, and the third, What I'm saying is, myself, in hearing so many different people's stories, I start thinking to myself, I don't know my dad's story. And it encouraged me to want to know a bit more about my dad. But also on the subject of health, it made me realise if I don't look after myself, I'm going to be in fucking big trouble.
100%, man.
Big trouble. And these are all the things that are in the book and talking about family. But I tell all the stories, tell people why I went to Barcelona, what happened, what worked, what didn't work in Barcelona. My friends will go, yo, do you chatting to any girls? And I talk about all my stories of women women in Barcelona, or how did things go, And then I talk about the very end of the book's more about family. Do you know what I mean?
So next question is now then, because you know a lot about your dad, or you learn a lot about your dad now, when you have your own kid, you're gonna do the madness and tell him everything about yourself because you wanna fulfill like what he needs to know about you, or like, would you let it little by little then?
Do you know what? That's a bloody good question. Do you know, like, where's my phone? Where did I put my phone? Oh, there. All right, so yeah, that was my last trip. I don't need to do that.
Brother, you know what? I'm wasting your time.
No, I'm done. It's my last trip.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is my last trip.
Send them.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do this trip so I can get a bonus. There you go. Done. Yeah. All right, so I can turn it off. So there's a thing called you do 3 trips and you get a bonus, like £15. Yeah, this is my last one. Okay, cool. All right, so perfect. So I've been thinking about this today. Hi, Andrew, my website. All right. So I've completed this book, but I went traveling in 2012 and in 2017.
Okay.
And I wrote the book. I began writing the book in 2018.
Right.
I used to just write journals. Okay. And what I'm saying is, following writing this book, I've now almost done a second book. But the point, so what you asking me is would I let my son know about me?
Yeah.
So what I've decided is this is all me. This is the website I was telling you I spent money on, details, all of that. This is me traveling. This is the part of the video you saw. Barcelona.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And shit on Ghana. So I've got projects in Ghana, or project in Ghana. And my intention is I'm going to add a lot more in there. So it's almost going to feel like a Wikipedia. So this is probably like, this is from 2018.
Oh shit, so your son's got or your daughter's got a biography of you like online then?
That is exactly.
But is it as transparent as you would make it out to be though, do you think?
I think, okay, so I don't know how transparent, no, it'll be good for my kids and for anyone to look at. And for my kids, you know, it's a great question, you know, because I think
of course, like private life, isn't it?
There you go.
No one's gonna ever like violate about that. But your son needs to know who you are.
Oh no, I think it's important they know who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. So to answer your question, long story short, yeah, it's important they know who I am. I mean, I've read a lot in the book.
Yeah.
My thing is, I guess what I like to believe, based on, I guess I found out a lot more about my dad by asking questions of myself and asking questions of him. Yeah. I feel by having a book, and if my son was to read the book or even see bits and pieces of the book, he will know. he'll have questions because he would have lived and been around me for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's mad. Okay, that's crazy. You know what, bro? You know what? I'm actually kind of happy I met you today.
My intention was even to ask you to pick a card and then rock and roll ask a question. In fact, do you want to ask a question quickly? I don't know what's in there.
Oh, yeah, sure, mate.
Yeah, well, I know you got your food, so quick.
That's all right. Women need to do better at. Oh my days! You know what? It's a crazy question.
Go on.
Women need to do better at.
You don't have to ask it. You can pick another one if you want.
I might pick another one because I don't want to get violated. You get me?
All right, cool. Actually, let me see it first.
No, this is the next one. Could you be in a long distance relationship? 100%.
Yeah, I can.
I think you could. Yeah, I think anyone could if it's the right person.
100%.
If it's the right person, 100%, man.
100%. Okay, cool. I like that. Yeah, 100%. I think if you want to make it work, you can make it work.
If it's wifey or if it's husband material, 100%, man, you can make it work and then you can compromise. I think a relationship's all about compromise.
100%. It's mad because obviously I imagine the stats on long distance relationships are not really good, and you don't hear many good stories. But I do believe.
But when you do hear the stories, that's when it breaks. Like that's when your heart is fulfilled. Like that's what love is.
There you go, bro. Do one thing. Love is powerful, man, and I don't think people actually understand how powerful love is. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you need to be in love, and it needs to be right.
I think that's what the generation right now is struggling with, trying to find the right love, because it's kind of messed up out here, man.
I don't know where they're looking for it, but anyway, yeah, but I know your point.
Brother, honestly, nice to meet you today.
Likewise.
Honestly.
Look after yourself, yes?
Calm. Have a nice night, bro.
Yeah,
Bless you, man.
Yeah, I'm going home, but I'm only 10 minutes down the road, so I should be alright.
Oh, man. Get home safe then, yeah?
You too, take care.
Right, man.